So we are back. It turns out that really just driving through a checkpoint is the easiest way to get a car out of an A-rated zone into the nefarious hands of somebody who's totally not a criminal. I mean, look at that face. How could anybody say that he is a criminal? It was just a small issue of having to double check a SIN because that scanner was messing up. I'm sorry, is Skype roboting or am I being weird?
Yeah, you just dropped out.
No, that was you, Ryan.
Oh, okay.
Okay, good.
Probably my internet being shit.
It's just you being the weirdo.
Yeah.
But I believe the intention was to attempt to remote some other vehicles and then have them picked up by some other members of the team?
Yeah, nearby, not too far.
Sure. So the target car is taken care of. Who wants to drive which vehicle?
I don't actually know which is what. Well, the Gopher's a pickup. I know that. The Ford Americar is
just like a sedan, like your standard four-door car. And the Harley Scorpion is a giant motorcycle.
That's a problem because we're all small.
That Blitzer could probably drive that Scorpion. He's at least human.
All right.
So you want him to go next, or you want somebody else to do?
He goes last, so the other cars are clear of the A zone. And when he crashes, and people have to respond and find out that he stole it, turns us in.
I mean, if you don't want him to steal a car, you can allow him to not steal a car.
No, it's fine. Look, we can get some money for that.
All right. So who wants to go next with which vehicle?
I'll go.
Okay. What is the rating of your fake SIN, sir?
4.
All right. Let's.
What rating fake SIN does Data Blitzer have?
It's an important question.
That is an important question.
Fake SIN?
Right?
I'm sorry, did you say you were driving the Gopher or the Americar?
Sure, I'll take the Gopher.
All right, and he will look moderately amused / confused as the gnome is driving a giant Toyota Gopher. Not very well. I imagine it's mostly through grid guide, but hey, your SIN passes as a person. You guys have the Gopher come through, and then sizest. Are you also rocking a rating 6 Ascend?
Yes.
He seems a bit distracted as he scans your SIN, and you are able to drive through and out the checkpoint.
So, the answer to Data Blitzer's SIN thing, that matters. I mean,
it is important in letting him drive the thing in the first place.
Guys, it'll be fine. My papers are good. I got a guy. He does all my work for me. It's not a problem. Also, I imagine it's kind of like in D&D, where it's like, my sword is +1. How do you describe what a rating 4 thing is?
Yep.
So he will,
That's good.
he will come...
immediately jailed.
He is not immediately jailed. But yeah, he will make it through his checkpoint somewhere else with the Harley Scorpion. You guys have managed to acquire 4 vehicles. Well, 3 vehicles and the 3 others.
This has gone well. I will pick up acid.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have the shitty.
Oh, that's right. You have to drive his car.
You have the Jackrabbit.
Yeah, that smells right.
The bucket.
Oh yeah, he was driving it while soaked in garbage.
Yeah.
I'm wearing my gas mask.
Are you also wearing like garbage bags and stuff, so you're not sitting in the garbage-soaked seat.
I kind of imagine when you guys stopped at the motel, you grabbed like all of the towels and have laid them across the seat along with like the comforters or whatever from the beds.
Housekeeping just shows up. What the fuck? Oh my god! Why?
Not this again.
It's like they've taken everything that wasn't nailed down, and the things that are nailed down, they've at least tried to, because look at how loose these nails are.
Look at how broken these pipes are.
This is bullshit. But no, you guys will be able to get back into your less exciting, less nice neighborhoods with these vehicles. What is it that you guys want to do?
Go and drop them off where
Yeah,
Big Bob told us to leave them. Well, to not leave them. Wink, wink.
Let's leave them in a completely random area. It just might go missing.
I feel like we should drive the actual target vehicle to where he said we should drive it, if that's not his place directly, and then ask him there where he would like the 3 other cars.
He already told us.
Yeah, he's giving you a location, but it's probably the kind of thing where you might want to let him know, because
Yeah,
just
right.
I feel like we shouldn't drop 3 at the same time without at least letting him know.
Well, interchange. You can text them, tell them, we got 3 extras if you want some.
I feel like that's the pitter patter of somebody typing out a long message rather than just saying hello and calling him up.
Yeah, don't mind me. Sorry.
That's fine. You were volunteered to make the call, is why we're reminding you.
Oh.
I mean, somebody else
Sweet.
could make the call. Big
No, I
Bob was
can make
a...
it. Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
No,
I say-
I call him. I'll call him, or I'll just send him like a text on to the meta link that I gave him, and be like, "Hey, we have some packages to be delivered to the spot that we designated originally. Just letting you know 4."
So he will send you back a text message that is flanked by little emoji cowboy hats. That is great news, boys. I have a location and a driver looking to pick them up, and he will send you a couple quick GPS coordinates. Was there any trouble that I need to be aware of?
Tell him about the dog.
I mean, we got away pretty cleanly, as far as I know, right?
As far as you know.
Yeah,
Should
we
we
know.
tell him about the times who beat up the guys that actually know him?
I
There's
mean,
nothing
I
to
guess
link us to him.
I'll say, would you rather speak in person? Like,
Well,
do you want to have a meeting in person?
I tell you what, boys, if you come by my lot tomorrow morning, we will have a discussion and arrange some payment after my man has a look at the packages that you are dropping off.
Sure. It's a date.
And as you guys begin driving off into the night, you will come across an empty parking lot outside of a like a strip mall type situation. Most of the, it's late as shit at night because that's when you guys did all this. There is a car carrier that is empty, and there is a man who looks very much like your stereotypical truck driver. He is wearing a white stained wife beater t-shirt, some denim jeans. He's got a trucker's cap on, and he is smoking.
I mean, I assume we just pull in and park near there and
Yep.
see if he reacts.
So he'll kind of wave you guys, throw his cigarette out. You the boys my cousin done told me about.
Sounds like it.
Man, that is so.
Did you just call me dumb?
Yeah, no, I think that's what it is. Well, that is fantastic. Now come on over here and we'll get these beauties loaded up, and we will see about getting you folks paid tomorrow. You guys
Sounds good.
load the vehicles onto the car carrier. He will
Mhm.
go into a toolbox and pull out 4 little jammers and kind of stick one on each of the hoods of the vehicles. That or Blitzer will look at the Scorpion, and almost underneath his awesome sunglasses there will almost be a single tear coming out that he quickly wipes away, because he looks pretty good on that big old Scorpion, or at least so he thinks. And then he'll put up his hand for high fives as you guys all kind of conglomerate back together. It's like, yeah, not a bad night's work, right, guys?
I
You
give
deserve
him a
it.
high five.
Nice.
Yeah, I say you get this one because you earned it, and then I high five him.
Do you high five him with a robot hand?
No, I don't want to hurt him.
I don't want to break.
He needs that to do his work.
Good news as
High
a
five him for strength physical damage.
high five his face. So the next
With my
morning,
fist.
you will, I presume you guys come back down to Big Bob's used auto lot.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Upon arriving, Big Bob is going to be kind of in a good mood, finishing up with a customer of some kind that seems to be purchasing a Xingyang that looks very familiar to you. And they are shaking hands, and this man of Asian descent will be kind of walking out the door as you come in,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll get into this Xingyang and he will drive off with it. And Big Bob,
Nice.
boys, it is great to see you again. Great, I gotta tell you, I was really happy with your work you did. Please have a seat so we can discuss the finalities of our financial arrangement.
What'd I tell you? We know what we're doing.
Seems that you do. Keep it up, and I may have some further employment opportunities for you.
Sounds good to me. So, about that, anything you had mentioned that you wanted to know anything that that you might need to know, and I didn't want to say it over any electronic thing. And then I'll interchange takes out his jammer and just casually turns it on, then puts it back into his coat,
Mhm.
just in case.
Right.
He just says just in case there's any bugs or anything around.
Can't trust them.
Can't trust them. That is right. There was some complications that probably won't come back on anybody, but just because I respect you and I look forward to doing work in the future, I'd like to keep you apprised of any hiccups.
You can see his eyebrow is getting higher and higher as you delay from the specific details.
Oh, I just say, we just had to rough somebody up. No big deal. The cops were called, but we weren't seen, so.
We were seen.
No, we weren't.
Yeah,
mean,
we were.
They had descriptions
No,
of you going into the building, but not necessarily
Yeah.
you guys
Right.
doing any of the roughing up.
But who's going to
We
believe
weren't
it?
seen directly by the cops.
No.
Then
Who's
we
gonna believe
were
him?
given
Road
2
stealth
more
to get
times
away.
that night.
There may have been various levels of violence perpetrated across the board.
I just say that there were two incidents of two little dust ups on our journey, but one of them was part of the job that you gave. So only one of them is an unforeseen hiccup. But
Uh-huh.
we were pretty careful about not being seen.
Do you give him the full details of the unforeseen hiccup?
Just to be clear,
he's-
which one was the unforeseen one?
I
The
imagine.
mechanic.
I was thinking it was the mechanic, because he
Oh,
gave you
okay.
the information for
Right.
the guy where you got the cops called on you at.
Yeah.
Yeah, I let him know, I thought the mechanic seemed to have set up his friend, whether he did or didn't. I don't think that he did, now that we went to talk to him, but he gave us the information on who had the car and all of that. So it wasn't for naught. It just he wasn't very cooperative, so we had to make him a little bit more cooperative.
I understand it is sometimes hard being a stalwart negotiator. Should need to stick
It
to
is.
your guns.
Sometimes you got to use the stick. The carrot doesn't always work.
This is true. So what we have
Sometimes you
here
to
is
shoot
a
dog.
I'm just gonna cough at that. Like, it was
What?
nearly-
And he looks right over at Archon as he says that.
Big Bob will turn the Archon and raise his eyebrows like, "You shot the man's dog?"
Animals do not like me, and it was going to cause such a fuss that we wouldn't be able to get you any cars.
That is cold, man. Cold.
You're just gonna kind of like, I mean, imagine he's like rolling a cigarette in between his fingers or something. Like it's just like nonchalant.
It just goes to show you, Big Bob, how far we'll go to please you.
All right. Well, in
Yeah.
the future, no more shooting dogs. I like dogs.
Who doesn't like dogs?
Apparently, your friend here.
It's
Hey,
more the
they
dogs
don't
don't
like
like
me.
him. And to
Yeah.
be fair, there aren't a whole lot of
Nothing
things
does.
that like him.
On a side note, I
Exactly.
totally forgot about Critter Spook when dealing with the pig. That'll be fun
So
later.
did I. Till after the session, and I was
He's
like,
not allowed in my building anyway. So
So it works
Bob
out.
just goes crazy.
That's exactly what you want for a animal that has a literal bomb in it.
yeah.
the pig
Like-
was stunned anyways when we were driving it.
Yeah.
This is true, but going
I mean-
forward, it's something I'll have to remember.
Pigs aren't
Fairness, it's
scary
just-
unless you're on the receiving end of a 600-pound pig that's very angry.
Yeah.
You're not allowed near the pig.
I mean, maybe it should be the pig isn't allowed near me.
No.
No, you're not
no.
allowed near the pig.
You're the smelly
Pigs are more
human.
important.
I mean, sure.
So here is the deal that I have for you, fine folks. I will be more than happy to take that jackrabbit that you have used for conveyance, we'll say, off of your hands and be able to supply you with a brand new, gently loved Ford Americar, best Americar 25 years. How does that grab
Sold.
you?
While that is a very generous offer, we did procure you 4 vehicles instead of the one that you had asked.
This is true. That was
is there
a
any
special.
chance that we could get something a little bit more our style? The Americar is a bit of a, it's a family car. I myself, I'm a pretty big speed junkie, so something
Well-
a little bit of get up and go.
I feel like a van would actually be better than a street car.
Or a van might be even more. It might be more conducive to our line of work.
I tell you what, since I like you folks so much and you guys did me such a solid, what I will do is I will give you, as I do some quick math on how much an Americar, a Scorpion, and a Gopher are, just how much for Mr. Big Bob would turn them around and do whatever it is that he does to them.
Unless I forget,
I
I've got to
kinda-
drive this thing. I should have a say in what we get.
I kinda really need some spare change.
Well, no, there's going to
Yeah.
be some cash in here, too. Don't worry, I got your backs on that. He was just making the offer on that first, which apparently this is not
I
doing.
imagine he was hoping we'd take that and forget to negotiate cash.
I mean, you've only done that once already.
Yeah.
So that is 53,000 total. So we're going to go. I'll be happy to supply you folks with. Let's go with 4,000 nuyen, cold hard cash, and then we will work out some deal to get you folks at least one set of wheels. Maybe upgrade your other set of wheels to a Ford Americar, best Americar, 25 years,
I like this.
and that will be where we're going to call it for tonight, so that you guys can kind of discuss what kind of vehicle you want to get out of him, and what kind of appropriate price range we can get on that. Did I give you guys Karma last time we played?
He gave us 2.
Okay, so if you guys want to pick up, let's go with. You did murder the shit out of that guy's dog, so let's go with Ford.
Thanks. Is that lowered it or raised it?
That lowered it.
Oh.
I mean,
Did you say 4?
yeah.
Yeah.
And then over the course of the next couple of days, if you guys want to talk a little bit about what kind of vehicle, like if you guys want to get like a Bulldog step van, you could get a team step van. If you guys wanted to get some smaller vehicles so that you're not all riding around in a motorcycle and a jackrabbit.
I'll take a Yamaha Nadachi.
What, an 18-wheeler? Is that what you said?
No, that's not what I said.
No.
That'd be pretty sweet.
And let me check the connection table in the main book so we can find out the connection.
Obviously, the gnomes would be driving the 18-wheeler. Obviously.
Obviously.
And I would attach cyber arms to it, the outside of it. Grabby hands.
What was
Wow,
the name of the
4
van?
fans.
Bulldog.
There's a Bulldog
Cool.
step van, which is like your big panel van.
I wish that you could sort vehicles by price in Tremor.
Oh, the GMC Bulldog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question, Rob. Would I be getting any public awareness or notoriety from not being cleaned up properly?
I need
From the,
to
the dog thing.
to roll around in my head what 2 dice on Data Blitzer's cleaning up the Matrix stuff is.
Okay.
He will basically have 14 dice for anything computer related that you guys need him to do. And
Yeah.
That's a lot.
that's not a lot compared to what you guys do for stuff. Like looking at interchange, his punching is how much do you punch for? Because you have a cyber arm and it's weird.
19.
Same as me, yeah. No, 17, 19 I'm specialized.
Yeah.
My
so-
magic skills are I roll 10 dice.
That's because
Yeah.
you're like if you were to raise your magic up, and also magic is super OP.
Maybe.
Like you
Magic's
have
pretty-
But on my last character who was a decker, I rolled 12 for hacking most of the time.
yeah
Are
he
you
cheats.
talking about Null?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he says that he rolls 12 dice, but he averaged like 7 hits. So
Oh, that's slightly different then. It's like-
I was rolling
ridiculous.
16 to 17 dice and averaging 3 or 4.
yeah.
Mhm.
But it's 14 after software. But that's still.
I don't actually have a character sheet for Data Blitzer. I'm just
Yeah.
he's gonna throw 14 dice because that seems to be in the average of where you guys fall for stuff. So
Okay, I also wasn't taking any drugs because I always kept forgetting.
drugs are great. You should take more drugs.
Drugs are great.
But you guys can take a look at some of the vehicles. We can come up with a general idea. If there are trade-ins that will help to get you like it won't be new stuff. It will be used stuff, which will mean a couple of different things depending upon what it is you guys get.
I'm thinking a Bulldog and a couple Growlers.
That is up to you guys to work out the details of.
Mhm.
You can go ahead and add Big Bob as let's make him a 4-2.
Wow.
What would his archetype be?
A completely honest car salesman. A completely honest used car
Right.
salesman. And
What's his name? Used Bob?
Big Bob,
Big Bob.
Big Bob. That makes sense.
he
4-2.
for most things vehicle related, he could probably help you. If you want to do vehicle mods, if you want to unload vehicles, if you want to buy new ones, if you basically anything as far as vehicles, he can assist you with, because he is a fine, upstanding gentleman in the Seattle Metroplex, making sure
Obviously.
that people can get to and fro where they need to get to and fro from.
Sorry, how much Nuyen did we get?
It was 5,000 Nuyen, and dependent upon how the car works out.
I thought it was 4.
It's 5 now because
Fair enough.
sure, why not?
It's been retconned.
Yeah, it has been retconned to give you more money. If you wish to complain about it, you may give up all of your monies.
I'm okay. 5 will do.
Right. Stick a little bit of in you guys' pockets, let you guys have some play money.
I can now not live in an abandoned hotel.
Yeah, you can.
So-
Go ahead.
Yeah. Ascend doesn't care about any vehicle changes until he can get a Yamaha Nodachi.
I just want an 18-wheeler. That's really what I want.
That's 4 days.
Yep, you have some time.
Okay.
It is currently, let's say, Sunday in game. I'm going to make a little notation, and actually, let me just make a new page.
I'm gonna learn Mage Hands. Or what's it called? Just Magic Fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good as well. So
Wait,
yeah,
can you
if-
cast? Oh wait, you can't
Probably would
cast
have
in
got
Astral
plenty
Form
good with
anyways.
fingers. 6
Yeah,
years
oh.
in prison.
I should point
Right.
out as well that Jackrabbit actually has spoof chips. If that helps raise the price of dealing with it.
Meh.
Yeah, it's worth asking.
The
No,
cost
there was.
of it is like
Yeah,
the
spoof chips
cost
are
of
only
spoof chips is like 500
500.
bucks or something.
Yeah. There was another question in there. Something. No. All right.
No, it's just confused.
Okay.
I keep thinking that you should be able to cast mana spells in Astral, but
Nope.
apparently not.
Nope. Sorry.
So it's just
If you were casting it at another astrally active target, you totally can.
yeah,
But,
yeah.
but that would be a dual-natured critter, a spirit, or an astrally
Another
projecting or
mage.
perceiving mage.
Yeah.
So, if there's nothing else, you guys can go ahead and think about your spending your ill-gotten gains, and we can talk throughout the week on what kind of vehicle setup you guys want to get, and then we will go from there.
Okey-dokey.
So that Mage Finger spell costs 1,500 million.
Do you have a lot? You have a lodge, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yep. You are all about it.
Cool. I have a contact too where I can get that. So
Yep. I think we went over this last time. I gave you guys money, and I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording, and I will talk to you guys throughout the week. I'm gonna go get good.
All right,
Yeah.
have fun.
you do that.